La Alahayna Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malakia Bashim Harawap Kakodash Barakathum, the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teaches daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine that city Shalom. Today we're gonna get into this video where this Edomite is actually calling out the wicked deeds of his forefathers. So you could say, in a sense, Esau is saying, damn, E, you wicked as hell, pretty much. And he's talking about the drowned towns. And it's pretty disgusting. It's pretty messed up. But then again, that shows you the depth of the hatred that Esau has for Israelites. Now, regardless, and this is why he gonna get his judgment that he gonna get, because yes, we are in captivity. Yes, we are under his rulership, but the above and beyond wicked things that he did was totally unnecessary, totally uncalled for, because Israelites, all they were trying to do is live and get along and survive. That's it. But if Jake has a smile on his face, that is a problem for Esau. So Esau gonna come through and just do wickedness just for shits and giggles. First, they killed everybody in the town, took everything. Then they drowned the town. And now they about to turn that lake, it's Lake Lanier. That was a drowned town. That was a thriving town where Israelites lived at. But due to the wickedness of Esau, just because, these people didn't do nothing to Esau, but Esau just loved to do wickedness to Israelites. That's his thing. So now they're trying to turn Lake Lanier into a water park. See what I'm saying? All them dead bodies at the bottom of that lake. You see how, and then they proved it again, their hatred for Jake, by burning Bibles when they found out that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is not white. So yeah, they try to hide it, but it always surfaces every time. That's why the Lord calls them the wicked, and that's why their judgment is written, and that's why it says in James 2:13, those who have shown no mercy shall receive no mercy, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. And it's I would say their judgment is fair, you know, through all the wickedness they did in this planet, let alone to the Lord's people. So yeah, after you destroy your own kingdom like a dumbass, you will be going into captivity for 1,000 years. And you, the nation of Edom, which includes you so-called white people and you tunnel rats, is the only nation that will be exterminated at the end of your 1,000 years captivity. The world don't need you, man. The world don't need none of the fuck shit you do, none of the lies that you tell. The world don't need you. Because ever since you've been in rulership, you have been nothing but a menace, a nuisance, a thorn in people's side. But that's how the Lord created you to be. And whatever he created you to be, that's what you're going to do. So, but Esau always claiming that he's not wicked. He talking about he got a free will. Okay, if there's such thing as free will, stop doing wickedness. Stop murdering. Stop lying. Stop stealing. You can't. Because that's what you were created to be. And we always tell people, stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. It's not going to happen. So we just got to ride this thing out till the Lord come through and put these people in chains. Now let's get into the video real quick. The name of this is Listen Up, Esau History Lesson.
Do you know how much effort it takes to drown a town of people? Think about that logistically, what that takes. I want to make a series here on TikTok and call it White Black History, because as a white person, I know we don't get taught the truth. on America. I'll give you an example. It would be like the Tulsa massacre, where Black Wall Street is what we called it, an extremely wealthy black neighborhood, was beaten and burned down. Another one's like the Will.
Actually, Tulsa, Oklahoma was bombed by the United States government, the military. These people did nothing to nobody, but Esau being Esau commits terrorist acts on Israelites throughout history. But yet he still thinks that he has the right to label people extremists or not. This man has always been the extremist, always been the terrorist. You have no place to judge other people as wicked as you are. You have no place to be a judge in a courtroom because you cannot be righteous.
Wilmington massacre in North Carolina in like 1898, where a group of white supremacists just decided to overthrow the local government that was biracial and then just kill all the black people.
See, just for shits and giggles. Why not? We bored. Let's go murder some black people.
Show me that in your history book. Or you have like the CONTOPRO and like the targeting of black leaders from like 1950 something to 1971.
Right. You want to know who else was assassinated by the government? The leader of the Black Panthers. I think it was either Bobby Seale or Huey P. Newton. It was one of the two. But that was done by Chicago police and the FBI.
Where basically was an FBI initiated program that was designed to infiltrate and target black leaders, black communities, anybody who was really outspoken against things that we just don't learn these things. Like literally the FBI and the CIA have been involved in the disparagement, displacement, and eradication of black people and their wealth for ever.
See, those are your terrorist groups. The CIA, the FBI, the DEA, the ATF, the ADL. All of these are extremist terrorist groups because they commit violent acts against civilians. They always have. That is their history. That is who they are. That is what they do. But yeah, he thinks that he has the right to call you an extremist. No, bro. You the biggest terrorist this planet will ever see. And you will be the biggest terrorist to be exterminated from this planet. Then we ain't got to worry about governments doing fuck shit on the low and lying about it.
Then when somebody brings it up, we sound crazy. Because you haven't heard it in a textbook in 6th grade. Why would we teach you you're the bad guy? It's crazy. It's crazy the amount of things that we don't get taught that are actual things. There was several black towns that were drowned. Drowned. Think about that for a minute. Do you know how much work and effort it takes to drown a town?
You know how much hatred it takes? That's why Esau is called the children of the wicked.
Because you don't like what they look like. Oscarville, Georgia, Choctaw City, Alabama, Seneca Village in New York, more recent.
Seneca Village. That's where they destroyed a black dwelling and built Central Park. That's what they do. They just take people's shit and then act like they ain't did nothing wrong. Okay. Keep that same energy when the Lord pull up and put your ass in change. Don't start that crying. We know how fragile and how fickle you are.
Cowalinga, Alabama, Freedmen's Towns in Texas. That's black white history, though.
Yep. So let's get some scriptures. And we can start out with Psalms 58. Verse 2. Yeah, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And then they lie about it. Verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Now let's go to Psalm 73. Verse 6. Oh, let's start at 5. They're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Why? Because of Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. They get to do whatever they want to do because they're in rulership. Verse 6. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. See? Verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. But everything ain't enough for Esau. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. To speak loftily is to speak in a way that you think you better than somebody else. And that's all Esau does. Let's go to Proverbs. Verse 4, chapter 4, Slocky. We're going to go down to 17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. That's all they know. That's all they know. That's how they solve all their problems, with violence. So the Lord gonna solve his problem with Esau through violence. Since you can dish it out, you should be able to take it, right? You tough. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices is hated. It's no coincidence the whole world is hating Esau and them tunnel rats right about now. You do enough wickedness, yeah, people gonna hate you. But you think you can lie to the people and get them to love you again, man, you are mentally insane. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 18. Violence shall be no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy wall salvation and thy gates praise. So yeah, the Lord finna end all violence. It's gonna be the last war ever fought, World War III. The Lord finna get rid of violence and the violent base man. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 6. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hand. Verse 7. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Everywhere they go, somebody, whenever Esau getting his feelings, somebody is murdered and nobody goes to jail. That's their history. Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 12. Hath oppressed the poor and needy, have spoiled by violence, spoil mean to rob, have not restored the pledge, and have lifted up his eyes to the idols, have committed abomination. Verse 13. Have given forth upon usury, which is interest, which is unlawful, and have taken increase. Shall he then live? He shall not live. He have done all these abominations, he shall surely die, his blood shall be upon him. So you brought forth your own judgment, fool. But we glad, so we can finally get rid of your stupid ass. Because you just don't know you about to go into captivity, bro. I know your pride won't allow you to accept that, but hell, the Lord finna slap the pride out of everybody's mouth in one swoop. So I hope your cognitive dissonance will stand up, will keep you going. Lie to yourself. That's all you ever did. Keep on lying to yourself. Hope that keep you warm. Ezekiel chapter 28. Oh, that ain't what I was looking for. Let's go to Amos. Chapter 3, verse 10. For they know not to do right, see, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbery in their palaces. That's all they do. Lie, steal, murder, and lie about all of it. Verse 11, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, an adversary there shall be even round about the land, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee, and thy palaces shall be robbed. The Lord coming back to take everything you ever stole, plus some, including your daughters, your wives, your sons. They will be slaves and concubines. Thus saith the Lord, and ain't shit you can do about it. Amos chapter 2. And this is verse 4. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of the Lord and have not kept his commandments, and their lies caused them to err after the which their fathers have walked. Let's go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, spoil mean to rob. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Verse 9, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. Covetous means you greedy as hell. You want everything, not because you need it, just because you don't want nobody else to have nothing. That's covetous. The Lord hates covetousness. Woe to him that coveteth the evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, and that he may be delivered from the power of evil. It's not going to happen. Verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 59. Verse 7. Verse 6. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Now let's go to 7. Their feet run to evil. They make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Okay, I got that before, but hey, we can walk it out again. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Because these are a very froward nation. Froward means difficult to get along with. That's why these people have realized that you are the wicked of the earth, and they stand the fuck away from you because you are an untamed beast that the Lord gonna do away with. And it's just as simple as that. We know you can't accept it because you're burning Bibles, because y'all can't get past color, something that you made up, Esau. You made up these these social constructs. There's no black people in the Bible. There are no white people in the Bible. But there are Israelites and Edomites. But for some reason, you claim you're the most intelligent being this planet has ever seen, yet you can't get past something as simple as color. And there are, like I said, there are no black people. Look at my skin. Look at my sweatshirt. My sweatshirt is black. My skin is brown. The borders on this garment is white. There's nobody walking around with that complexion. So once again, you've been snared by your own wickedness. You can't get past something as simple as a color in a crayon box. And then you try to make everything color-based. No. Because the truth of the matter is not all so-called black people are Israelites. And not all so-called white people are Edomites. That's why the Lord instructed us to discern the spirit by the spirit. Now, if you have an Edomite spirit, you are an Edomite. If you have an Israelite spirit, you are an Israelite. It's all by the spirit. It ain't got nothing to do with color. But the majority of the nation of Israel is so-called brown in complexion. The majority of Edomites are red in complexion because the Lord made them lepers. He put a sign on them, something that they cannot get away from, the color of their skin. And it's gonna turn out to be a target on their back because everybody gonna want a piece of Esau once everybody realizes that this man ain't shit. Jeremiah chapter 22, verse 13, woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work. That's pretty much slavery. So yeah, woe to you. Woe means destruction. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 7, the robbery of the wicked shall destroy them because they refuse to do judgment, righteous judgment. Verse 10, the soul of the wicked desire evil. His neighbors find no favor in his eyes. Don't nobody want nothing to do with Esau because you were born stuck on stupid, bro. The Lord created you to be the perfect fuck up. That's why the world ain't gonna miss you when you gone. Miss what? Miss being lied to? Miss my land being taken? Miss you murdering my family? No, ain't nobody gonna miss your dumb ass. Deuces, not even your woman, bro. She gonna be glad your soft ass gone too. Psalm chapter 137, verse 8. Verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. But alligator bait, because we ain't forgot. We waiting on that green light from the Lord to get in your ass, Yahweh Ratazah. Verse 9, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Sirach chapter 14, verse 8, the envious man have a wicked eye, and turneth away his face and despiseth men. Now, he just take it on himself, wake up one morning, he hate everybody. That's a child. Now you burning Bibles. That's so childish. But see, it all proves all along how fake you are, Esau. It also proves how big of a liar you are. Because you will lie to the end. If Putin wouldn't have brought them those portraits out, you'll still be hollering out your Howard Showers white. But now that proof has been presented, now you mad because it fucks up your lie. That's why you mad. Not to mention cheese and rice was the cornerstone in your white supremacy. Now it has been destroyed. I know you feel like you've been kicked off the pedestal you put yourself on. You did that to yourself, stupid. Who told you to lie? We ain't gonna apologize for telling the truth. Go holler at your forefathers, dig them up. Ask them, say, we got some questions. We would never apologize for telling the truth. Just like you would never admit to lying. So the Lord just going to have to do away with your lying ass. Sirach chapter 14, verse 9, that covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion. See, everything ain't enough for this fool. And the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yeah, they have oppressed the stranger wrongfully. Yeah. Job chapter 15, verse 35, they conceive mischief and bring forth vanity in their belly, prepare deceit. Psalm chapter 37, verse 32, the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. The whole planet mourning because of these fools. Psalm chapter 7, verse 14, behold, he travaileth with iniquity and have conceived mischief and have brought forth falsehood. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. Slack you for that. Had to go running outside and handle something. All right, let's get back to where were we? Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Exactly. This man always in his feelings about us. Can't sleep at night because of us. Got everything in the world, everything the heart could wish. Yet he still got his mind on us. Fickle ass. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had an end. See, we was trying to live. Esau don't want that. No, we can't let them. No, they too peaceful. They too righteous. We got to do something about that. That's Esau. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So the Lord saying, since y'all don't mind murdering, y'all don't mind being murdered then. And that's exactly what's going to happen. He finna come through and wipe out the whole nation. Not at first. First, y'all got to put in, y'all got to clock in. 1,000 years. That means, guess what? Because the Israelites will be immortals. The only nation that's going to be immortals on the earth. The rest of you, 17 nations, y'all going to be living and dying. Y'all going to be doing just like we did. Y'all gonna die in captivity and be reborn into captivity over and over and over again until 1,000 years has passed. So that's what? The average man lives around what? 60, 70 years? That means you got to do about 11 or 12 lifetimes in captivity. That's fair. And then you're going to be wiped out. Come back to that one. Let's see, this Esau pride right here. Psalm chapter 49, verse 11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, they call cities and countries after their own names. Alexandria, Fredericksburg, Asia. Well, not Asia, America, Africa. All these are named after Edomites. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted so is his wickedness. Stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. It's not going to happen. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened a long time ago. But instead, what has happened? This man waxing worse and worse. Sirach chapter 12, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. See? Well, a new disease came out last night, but we got the cure already. Yeah. That means they've been working on the disease and the cure that's gonna kill you too. Look at the C-19. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. How you know everything about it already if it came out last night? See? And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. The cure worse than the bug. And once again, medicine is not supposed to kill you, but their medicine is supposed to kill you slowly, at the same time getting you addicted. Medicine is not supposed to kill you. Why you think they got rid of Dr. Sebi and his son? Because Esau can't make no money getting you addicted to this getting you addicted to this dope if natural remedies are an alternative. So he basically took out the competition of natural remedies. Esau, you ain't shit, man. I see why the Lord declared that he's going to destroy you from the beginning, because he knew how wicked you was going to wax. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will not learn righteousness. See, in the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, not just, unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord. Job chapter 30, verse 8, they were children of fools, children of base men, they were viler than the earth. I say y'all foolish because y'all think y'all gonna get away with all this wickedness that y'all have been doing since the beginning of time. No, that's not balance. The Lord loves balance, so he gonna bring back balance by putting y'all asses down. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. See? Now, once upon a time, they were proud of all the murdering they did. Remember when they hung Israelites from trees, taking pictures, posing, taking them jailhouse poses, and turning those pictures into postcards? Remember how they made statues of all their murderers? Christopher Columbus, Andrew Jackson, all these people. Now their glory is their shame because the whole world, especially the prophets, are calling them out on their wickedness, and they don't like it. Esau lie all day, but he hates being called a liar. He will steal all day, but hates being called a thief. He will murder all day and hates being called a murderer. And when you don't believe his lies, that's when he wants to murder you. That's what your history shows, bro. That's what you are. Book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. The whole world looking at you with their good eye. Verse 6, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and set thee as a gazing stock. Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. See, they always got a term, a new word to hide their wickedness. For example, it's not killing infants. It's not murdering infants. It's abortion. It's not murdering the innocent. It's collateral damage. Guess what? The Lord don't give a damn about this new speak. Murder is murder, and he sees it as murder, and you will be judged because of it. You can't just lie your way out of this. No, not this. And none of your crooked ass cops, judges, lawyers, none of these Amalekites gonna be able to get you out of this. That's why you mad. Oh well, you did it to your goddamn self, fool. Second Samuel chapter 4, verse 11. How much more when the wicked man have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed? That's the police all day. Shall I not therefore now require his blood at your hand and take you away from the earth? That's exactly what he gonna do after your 1,000-year slavery. Psalms chapter 94, verse 21, they gather themselves together against the souls of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. See? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us wait for blood. Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause. That's the police. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 16. For their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. They can't wait to murder somebody. It's like a rush. The Lord finna get one hell of a rush exterminating you people. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. He's guilty of all 3 plus some. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Sirach, chapter 27, verse 30. Malice and wrath, even these are abominations, and a sinful man shall have both. You ain't got away with nothing, bro. If anything, you put the nails in your own coffin. Psalm chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. Over 500 with the Indians alone. Broke over 500 covenants, agreements, promises, treaties. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. If a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. That's how they run the government. So-called government. This ain't no government. Just a bunch of abominations in the White House, lying, murdering, and stealing. With suits on. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. You know why we call you childish, Esau? Because your emotions rule you. You've been in your feelings for over 2,000 years. You never grew up. So the Lord got to take you out. Not before you clock in, though. And it's going to be overtime for days, baby. Overtime. You can get all the OT you want, but you ain't getting paid. Sirach chapter 27, verse 24. I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord Yahweh will hate him. I thought God loves everybody, Christians. Okay. Well, the Lord gonna show him some love. He gonna show Esau some love. Some love that he should have received a long time ago. Isaiah chapter 29, verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Y'all ain't got away with nothing. The Lord just let you build your tab. Now it's time to pay it. So Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Verse 12, Though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well favored with them that fear Yahweh, which fear before him. Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days which are the shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 15, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. Zechariah chapter 2, verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory have sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. Spoil mean to rob. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. Ooh, you, JJ, you in trouble. And this scriptures talk about Israelites by blood, according to the flesh. And no such thing, no spiritual Israelite. Geno Jenkins, Jennings, whatever the hell your name is. But we know who your God is. Your God is Esau, because you fear Esau more than you fear Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And the rest of you other lying ass pastors as well. Esau is your God. Esau is your daddy. And you're gonna be destroyed with his lying ass. Let me get it. This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving, you fall in that category too, you lying ass pastors. Abominable, that describes you lying ass pastors, because a lot of y'all gay as hell. A lot of y'all sleeping with other people's wives. A lot of y'all sleeping with other people's children. So yeah. And murderers, that's Esau. And whoremongers, pimps. And sorcerers, pharmaceuticals. And idolaters, that's all you people worshiping false gods and idols. And all liars, you hear that, Gino? All liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Keep on lying for your daddy. Your daddy gonna get you fucked up. And that goes for all you rest of you lying ass pastors as well. And the rest of you so-called politicians that's bald and black with no beard. We know that's how y'all pledge y'all allegiance to Esau, because wearing a beard is manhood. It represents masculinity. Esau fears masculinity, true masculinity. So he wants you to step in front of him like a little boy with no beard, because that's how he sees you. And your dumb ass do it. But you supposed to be a leader. You can't lead shit with Esau bending you over. Bunch of punks, man. Psalm chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Verse 9. For evildoers shall be cut off. For those that wait upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. So now your white cheese and rice ain't finna do shit. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. Getting back to the subject of Esau. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. That's fair. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined of how to throw thee into a pit. Y'all can't believe Esau lies because he's trying to figure out how to destroy you. And he wants, let me see, let me finish it. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. He wants to take your life. He wants to take your possessions. He wants to take your land. He wants to rewrite history to the point that he can describe history as you not even existing, ever existed. That's why he whitewashed everything. History, books, movies. Go to the next one. We already read these. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds when the morning is light. They practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Esau panties go in a bunch when we claim we Israelites. His panties get in a bunch. Your weak ass. Psalm chapter 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked, and the workers of iniquity will speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Yeah. That's how they get you to let your guard down, get you to trust them. That's when they stab you in the back and take your shit. Let's keep going. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. That cup is 1,000 years of slavery. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, Israelites. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Shoot, Esau is the most prideful thing this universe has ever seen. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and the man of wicked devices is hated. That's why nobody messing with you. United States, tunnel rats. Speaking of that, Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. They don't want nothing to do with you because, shit, I can shoot myself. I don't need your help. That is about as valuable as you get. If I need somebody to lie to me, I know who to call. If I need somebody to steal my shit from me, I know who to call. If I need to be murdered, I know who to call. That's all you good for. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 6. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Now it's time for judgment, baby. Romans chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You hear that, Christians? You hear that, Gino? And all you other lying ass pastors out there that say God loves everybody? Yeah, God might love everybody, but God is not his name. Y'all made up that term. God is a title, not a name. Yahweh hates Esau, the God of the Hebrews, the God of the Israelites. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. We're in the beginning stages of that because Esau about to fall. And Israel is about to rise. Sirach chapter 41, verse 8, woe be unto you, ungodly men, Edomites, which have forsaken the law of the Most High Yahweh. For if ye increase, it shall be to your destruction. Psalm chapter 52, verse 3, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, Salah. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. They don't want to understand. Because if you don't agree with them, they don't want to understand. That's when they get childish and violent, and then they get in their feelings. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. That's why the Lord called him wicked. There's something wrong with the dude. He was born fucked up. Verse 5, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keep it at home. Always over in other people's land taking their shit. Who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death and cannot be satisfied. See? Everything ain't enough for this fool. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Isaiah chapter 5, verse 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes. See, that's pride right there. And prudent in their own sight. They can't do no wrong, let them tell it. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbor, and he is not. Spoil mean to rob. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25, when he speaketh fair, believeth him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. 7 is the number of completion. This man's completely wicked. Verse 26, whose hatred is covered by deceit. See? His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. That's the whole planet. The whole planet is seeing Esau for who he is. The rest of Esther, chapter 13, verse 5. Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men. That's Esau. Differing in the strange manner of their laws. Now you can have sex with trees. That's how stupid their laws are. In Houston, they giving people tickets for feeding the homeless. See? Differing in the strange manner of their laws, and evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can that our kingdom may not be firmly established. That's why they bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma, Philadelphia, the Black Panther movement. Yeah. The military attacking civilians under Esau's green light. So every time it looks like we gonna be on our own and we don't need Esau, he destroys it all because he wants to keep us under his boot. He didn't want us to be independent, so he destroyed it all. Every time we start to come up, he destroys, knocks it over. So for you people out there still in love with Esau, he about to do you bad. Sirach chapter 13, verse 4. If thou be for his prophet, he will use thee. But if thou hast nothing, he will forsake thee. See, all he wants is people land and resources and children and money and wives and husbands now. See how fucked up this man is? Verse 5. And if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. That's why it says in Sirach chapter 12, verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. This man take your shit and not be sorry for it. Matter of fact, he'll blame you for why he took your shit. Verse 6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. See, that's that line, getting you to let your guard down, earning your trust. And he will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? He's going to try to bribe you first. Then if you still say no, he's just going to take it. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 10, the soul of the wicked desire of evil. His neighbors find no favor in his eyes. Neighbor don't want nothing to do with him because the neighbor know he fucked up mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 16, a wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is confident. That's Esau. Foolish confidence is going to get you exterminated from the earth. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the ways is an abomination to the wicked. That's why Jake and Esau cannot stand each other. They are abominations to us, and they just hate us because the Lord just created them to be filled with perpetual hate towards us. And now that's about to be addressed. Psalm chapter 94, verse 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law. Child support, that's mischief by law. That ain't even a United States law. That's from a foreign entity. I think the elder called it maritime law, which is illegal according to the Constitution. But you see, Esau, he make him break his own laws. All right, let me see what I got over here. Let's go to Psalms, chapter 149, verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, slavery. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Slavery. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. All you Edomites living today, y'all about to pay for everything your forefathers did. Because most of you are your forefathers. You come back every third, fourth generation. So don't give us that shit you never owned no slaves. Because if you get punished, it's for a reason. Whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous ever cut off. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So if you about to catch hell, if you find yourself catching hell in these last days, do trust it's for a reason. Let me get these last two and close, my favorites. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Don shall fall by the sword. Verse 14. By the way, Teman and the Don was towns inhabited by Edomites. You are a people before you are a place. So yeah, he's talking about Edomites. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Payback a mug, boy. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to mine fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh. Uh-oh. So you got a 1,000-year ass whooping and captivity coming? That's fair. And extermination? Death row? That's fair, baby. That's fair. But you tough, though. You gonna be all right, E. After your 1,000 years of captivity, the Lord gonna put all of y'all out of y'all misery. So you gonna be all right. You gonna make it, baby. You tough. Just hanging up. Call Lord Mlala Hai now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malaki by Hashem Harawat Wakakwarash Baraka Thumb the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.